All right, LaVenture teachers, this is your emergency. How do I make my grade book actually show grades on a report video? By a report, I mean the grade report that we are trying to print out for every parent for our upcoming student-led conferences. Now you can see in this example of my grade book here, I have been dutifully entering student scores, and you can see I have 8 assignments reflected here. And if Kathy Chapman was to run this report, my 8th period students would show nothing. The report would be empty. All of my standards would appear on the report. There would be nothing next to them, even though I have all of these scored assignments. So here's what I need to do in order for that to happen. The report is going to pull grade marks from the pink and the blue columns, and that includes the learning behaviors. So what I'm going to need to do is go and enter a mark for anything that has assignments to the right of it. Now you'll notice that my economic standard, I haven't graded anything that has to do with that economic standard yet. So what I can do is just click in one of the boxes, and I can go ahead and go here, and I can select NI not introduced and say yes, and it's going to fill everything down for me, and then I will save. So now that is filled, and this is going to show in the report. And then for literacy, well, I only have one thing that I've attributed here, so if I want to, I can make the decision. Oops, that's the wrong way to go. I can make the decision to if I can give a score if I want to, or I can say, hey, this was just introduced. And the same thing, I can fill that down. So, and if I realize, I don't really want to do that, I can go back and I can select clear, and it'll open my boxes up. Now, for the learning behaviors, each of these boxes will take a 1, 2, 3, 4, or a JI or an NI. And then this one right here is asking for those term grade marks like on track OT, at risk AR, or progressing PR. So all of these need to be populated. So for instance, I can go ahead and say, well, this student is missing a bunch of work, so for personal responsibility, I can go ahead and I can put in a 1 there. And you can see then it will appear here, and then for this, I can go ahead and say, hey, this is a student that is at risk for not meeting standard. So I'm going to want that in there. Now, you'll notice that once I'm here, I can't see the rest of my grade book. And if I'm going to give in the T1 column an overall academic AR, PR, or OT for the whole quarter, well, I can't see my grade book. So that's where you use this handy quick grading button. If you select quick grading, well, now you can see all the rest of your assignments, and you can go here and you can say, oh yes, AR, and this student seems to be OT, and so on and so forth. Now the only thing, one thing that you cannot do in the quick scoring mode is if someone, oh, in my inbox this student has turned in this assignment, I can't click and change that. I can click and change number scores, and I can change NI or JI. I just can't change missing or incomplete or absent. Any of those that go on the right-hand column when you're grading, you cannot change in the quick scoring mode. You'll have to go back and do those one by one. But this is a quick way to get your colored columns populated so that they show on a grade report. So that is the short version of it. A grade report that shows your stuff is a happy grade report. I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.